Welcome back to the 1010 podcast, episode 22. Coming up next, we've got Joe Deninzen. Hope I'm saying your name right, Joe. Could you introduce yourself? Who is Joe?
It's actually, it's den and zone, like you have a den in a zone of your house. That's how I pronounce my name.
Den and zone. Could you introduce yourself? Who are you as an artist? What type of music do you do?
Yeah, I play a 7-string electric violin, and I'm the lead singer in my band Stratospherious. We do progressive rock. It's kind of old school, like Kansas, Yes, King Crimson, Zappa. Those are our influences. Porcupine Tree, stuff like that. Muse. So we're heavily influenced by that music, and that's what we do. And I've been at it for a long time. I live in New York. I'm a freelance musician and session artist in New York. But this is my brainchild, and I've had it for a long, long time.
What's the story behind your song Game of Chicken?
Oh, Game of Chicken, right. I couldn't remember if it was that one or the Imposter that I shared with you. So Game of Chicken, this was a live video from a performance we did in 2019 at the Prague Stock Festival. It's a progressive rock festival in Rahway, New Jersey. Just took place this past weekend as well. And the song is about disagreement, political and social media disagreement, how everybody's kind of relegated in their own information bubbles, and we don't communicate with each other anymore. And the metaphor is that we're all kind of headed off a cliff together, and somebody better put the brakes on the car. We're all going to go off the cliff together. It's a dark metaphor, but that's kind of the gist of the song.
There's a lot of truth in what you're saying there. I'll tell you, I know what you're talking about. Game of Chicken by Joe Deninzen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Yeah. One love.
Game of chicken. Talking past the voice of reason in the world of our own. Reaching to a hall of mirrors, we can find our way home. Chicken Little is wrong for you. On the way to your moment of truth. Nothing is but just more of the same. Who can you play? We hang up as we run out of time. Getting close to the end of the line. Hold out your hand, loser jumps first in this game of chicken. Fire your pistol into the sky. This could be the day that you die. Over the cliff, loser jumps first in this game of chicken. this will run out of time. Getting close to the end of the line. Over the cliff, loser jumps first in this game of chicken. Fire a pistol into the sky. This could be the day that you die. Hold out your hand, loser jumps first in this game.
Absolutely outstanding, world class, Joe. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Magnificent.
Thank you so much.
Let's start in the top row here. Beastry, Steve, then Tommy. Beastry, what was your thoughts there?
Oh, I love the solo, both together, like the duet at the end. It was like, come on, kick it. It's amazing.
Thanks.
No, I love the energy because it goes like slowly up. At the beginning, I was like, where it's going, is it staying there? No, it's dynamic. So it's cool because like you can feel that energy, live energy here that is like crushing it, even though it's on Scream. So it's like very interesting.
Thank you. I really wanted to capture the live experience, you know, so hope that came across. So
Imagine that live, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, Tommy, then Art Crimes. Steve?
Okay, I used to go to a lot of rock festivals many years ago, and I've seen lots of progressive rock bands. And I'll tell you what, you had the sound that was up there with any of the best of them. And I mean that. And you had, like, you were just talking about the live sound. You had that live sound. That was taking me back to rock festivals years ago. It was there. Absolute top quality musicianship. Wonderful.
thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it.
You're more than welcome.
Veto that, Steve. Tommy, Art Crimes, and Destiny. Tommy?
Oh, yes. 100% what he just said, man. I tell you, beard and all. I mean, he's all right. But man, I tell you, if I got you a gig in Texas, can you play the song the same way, just like you did there? No, I'm not being
Well,
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying you guys are so tight. I mean,
thank you.
Does it ever change, or
Well,
Is it always pretty much the same?
well, I mean, we every time we play the songs, it's different because a lot of what we do is improvised. You know, the
Oh.
energy we try to, the essence, you know, is the same, but it's going to be different from night to night as far as the note choices and everything. You know, but the vibe and the, you know, we try to really listen to each other and tune into each other. So that is a constant, or we try to make it a constant, you know.
And to improvise on stage, is it eye contact or pre-planned?
It's it's a lot of eye contact. I mean, we know the framework for which we're gonna improv, but it's a lot of trust fall kind of stuff, you know.
Oh. And I have so much respect for that, and thank you for that.
And we'd love to play in Texas. So
okay. All right.
Love Texas.
We're building a global in-house booking agency that we're going to do a difference and actually don't even take a commission. Every member of the family is serious. As some of people have done it and some people are starting to do it, is gather all the music venues, phone numbers and the radius, and we're going to build a real global booking agency.
Yeah.
We'll keep in touch with Joe. You're welcome. Art Crimes in Destiny.
Oh man, that was absolutely on fire, and I could hear the Frank Zappa influence definitely in there. And on the guitarist, I could hear like a '90s Roy Gallagher sound on his guitar at times.
But, oh, cool.
But definitely, man. Sometimes with you, I mean, I could have been listening to Jean-Luc Ponty at times there with the wah sound on the fiddle and everything, and a flying V fiddle. I've never seen that before. That's awesome. That was rock and roll.
Jean-Luc's one of my heroes, you know, so it means awesome, a lot. Man. Thank you.
Otherworldly, Joe. Destiny then, story, Redbeard, Destiny.
Wow, that was amazing, like phenomenal. I usually, when I listen to artists, I want to know that on stage, like they could bring me into the set. Like I want to feel everything, and that right there, like I couldn't even stop screwing up my face. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, this is mad, this is crazy. So yeah, I just had to note that. And you and your partners have serious star power going on stage. Like, you guys look like you're already at the top, so I would not just continue, because you're gonna be up there. I guarantee that. That's crazy what you guys have done there.
Well,
thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can see that you were. I can see you're enjoying it. I was looking for all the faces on the other laptop. Everyone was really enjoying that there, and you can see Destiny was like, "Yes, that's brilliant." You know, Mark, story, then Flexus, story.
Yeah, Joe, that blew my mind. Honestly, blew my mind. It was a double whammy because it was great music and it was live. Yeah, I used to listen to a lot of Jean-Luc Ponty back in the day, and I do love the sound of electric violin. And as has been mentioned before, I was looking at it thinking, is he playing a flying V violin? And eventually I was going to ask you if it was, and then I saw it. So yeah, that's excellent. Absolutely excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well said. Well said. Sir Flexus.
Check in. All I have to say, brother, bro, when I start watching video of the bands, when I see the bands, it's like I'm ready to start perform to tour the world. That's the energy that the bands give me. When I see it, I'm like, whoa, I'm ready to start tour the world. It's like non-stop, the tour. Yeah, man. Excellent, brother. Keep it up here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well
Appreciate
said, brother. Yeah. Kurt, then Catcher. Kurt.
Again, not what I typically listen to, but wow, I love the live visuals and how you guys wove those pieces in with the live performance pieces to make like a music video. Really top notch, amazing projections. Love that stuff. Great stage presence. I love your pants. I love your voice. The voice effects horn thing that you did, like
the bullhorn. Yeah,
the bullhorn. I guess that thing is made on that setting not to be incredibly loud, or you can volume it down or something. Rarely see a band with electric or regular violin as the main instrument, and it works, and you did it well. I've only seen an electric violin played one time, and that was on a one-off song at a Striper concert like 20 years ago, and so it was
Really?
really cool to get to see another electric violin. But great guitar solo slash violin, electric violin duel. So question, do you guys do shorter versions for your albums?
You know, that's we have that on an album, and it is shorter on the album. We do
Okay.
stretch them out live. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
But
live, you give them their money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And how often do you guys play out?
It depends. Like we're doing a run of shows along the East Coast this month, so we got quite a few, and then we're going back into the studio to track more new songs. So you know, we go through periods where we're playing. We don't tour that much because we're all dads and we all have like different gigs that we do. So I want to tour more. I wish that could find a way to make that possible. You know.
And yeah, top-notch production, stage presence. Do you book your gigs, or do you have a booking agent? How do you guys get your gigs?
We book most of our own gigs, but we have some folks that book them for us as well.
Cool, because I'm about to start hounding festivals next year for gigs. So
cool. We actually could use a good booking agent. We have to start looking more aggressively for somebody to do that.
I can imagine anywhere that you go for one gig, they'll probably want you back again and again and again. So you probably do all right with just word of mouth locally. Everyone will say, oh, bring them back. You know, that must pull in the crowds, as they say, that type of music.
But
so, well said.
If you have any, sorry to interrupt. Tomorrow, if anyone's from Philadelphia, we're playing at Kennett Flash in Philadelphia tomorrow night, District 97. So any Philly listeners, if you want to go to Kennett Flash tomorrow, we're doing a show.
Well, I don't think there's anyone from Philadelphia in the show per se, but there is 3 or 4 members in the family. So, Joe, you're world class. We'll come back to Katja now. Tim, what's your thoughts, Tim? Tim and then Katja.
Yeah, I did hear a lot of Kansas influence in that. It was sort of like Kansas featuring Charlie Daniels. And I mean that in a good way. Sort of like my wayward son went down to Georgia.
I like that. That's funny.
But man, it works. It works wonderful. The energy is just unstoppable. It was like once that train got rolling, man, it was going to keep on rolling down the track. And so I love you guys' energy. I love your improvisations. I love just the flow between each other and everything. Guitarist was great. Violin was great. I mean, that was just a super performance and a super video.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Really,
Well said,
really
brother.
appreciate it.
Maverick, our next guest. Katja, would you like to say something before Maverick? Because Maverick, you're the next guest. Katja, what was your thoughts there?
Real quick, absolutely wonderful. I love the battle between the violin and guitar. Just great all around. I will be actually looking him up.
Well said, Katja, well said. Whatever you've done with your microphone now, it's perfect, by the way. It's crystal clear now, your microphone, Katja. So Maverick, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, dude?
That was incredible. I loved that. I love the violin and how you did it with the electric guitar. Is it hard to play the violin and sing at the same time?
It's not easy. It took me a lot of practice, and you know, I like to give myself really hard stuff to learn just to torture myself, I guess. But it's
hard to sing and play the piano or sing and play the guitar. I can't imagine doing this with the violin.
With the violin, because it's right by your mouth, it makes it harder. So that particular violin has like a harness system, so your mouth is free to move, and it's got frets, so that makes it, you know, much easier for what I'm trying to do. But it still has a lot of challenges. But yeah, it's fun to make it work when it works, you know. Yeah.
Well said, Maverick.
Definitely.
Joe, thanks for being a marvelous guest, dude. Joe Denning's on, everyone.
Thank you so
fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's great to meet and hear all of you guys as well. So
Well,
I
do you
really
know
appreciate
what
it.
I've been thinking? This is the most chemistry I've ever seen in a room full of people that don't know each other. Well, a couple of us do in the family, but for everybody to come together, this is like special, this show. So let's go on to our 7th out of 10th guest, young Maverick. Could you explain, Maverick, who is Maverick? What age are you, first of all? And what type of music do you do, bro?
Hi, I'm Maverick, and I make electronic music, but I also make beats too. So I like to incorporate my beats into electronic music and kind of blend the two together.
Right. So what age are you? You're a very young man, aren't you? What age are you, dude?
I'm 15.
15. I know you're young. And your song Transcend, what's the story behind that? The beats Transcend?
So I was thinking over what I want my artist message to be. And, you know, I like to break different boundaries, try new things with my music. And so the transcend was kind of the word I came up with because I want to transcend over genre boundaries and music boundaries. So that's why I titled the song that. And I was working on it and I sent it to a friend. His name's Ivan, for feedback, and he thought it was sick and he wanted to hop on and help me finish it. So it's unreleased right now, and I'm sorry for the low quality of the video. I just threw it together because I don't have any videos,
okay.
but yeah.
No, listen, it's honestly you're awesome. Maverick with Ivan with his song Transcend. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome, young man. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Thank you.
Let's start from the bottom. Let's go Kurt and Tim.
So you said Ivan is your other band member, or you said this is a collaboration?
This is a collaboration.
Okay, cool. And let's see. Good movement on this thing. I think it's really easy with electronic music because that's what I do to kind of, you know, copy paste and, you know, you forget about mood and movement and arrangement, and you did that and kept the ear interested. Well done. It was kind of, I don't know, Skrillexy, I guess. What style would you call this song?
I call it like future bass, so it's kind of more melodic than dubstep, but yeah, that's what I try to do. I like to put trap elements into it too. So
okay,
thank you.
Do you sing?
I do not know.
Okay. Let's see, because that's always something you can grow into or get you a featured vocalist and all that kind of stuff. You know, because I originally didn't sing back in the day, and then I'm kind of getting into it. Let's see. And what are you programming? What's your DAW?
I use FL Studio, but I've only been using it for 1 year, so I'm still learning. So
okay, cool. Yeah, you can get some hot stuff out of FL Studio. My programmers use FL Studio for my like trance stuff. And how many songs do you have out?
I only have one. It's a remix. So this is going to be my debut release. We're going to try and get it on a label, but yeah.
Okay, very cool.
Well said, well said. So Tim, and then Joe, if Joe's here. Tim?
Yes, I thought that song just done a really good job of pulling you in and kind of getting you in the zone of it. Very well done, very melodic, and I just thought that, like I said, it's something that you can listen to and just kind of be taken away from whatever's on your mind or whatever worries or whatever. I thought it was really great. I really liked it.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Let's go Joe, then Catcher. Joe?
I echoing what the first gentleman said. It's easy to copy and paste when you're doing electronic music. I always listen for flow, development, and dynamic contrast, and there has to be an arc to it that draws you in. And it definitely has those elements. I'm not an authority on this kind of music. I've actually been curious about learning more about it. You know, I recently bought Ableton, and I'm going to explore it a little more. But I really enjoyed the piece. I like the visuals you included with it as well. So thank you. Yeah.
Well said, well said. Catcher, if you're good to say something here. Catcher, what's your thoughts here?
I'm good. I say Japanese anime. Throw that track on one of those I don't know, films or shows or what you call them. I work with dolls all the time, so yeah, he did a very fine job. Very fine job.
Thank you.
With some time and maturity, I could see you going places, boy.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Let's go Art, Crimes, and Destiny.
Really cool track, man. I really liked how atmospheric it was as well, and I love the way you brought in like you know, a real piano sound tinkling along in the background. That was really cool. And again, I like to even add to the kind of anime thing. I just think that would be really cool, and it could go very well in any TV show or a movie, depending. You know what I mean? Like I could hear it in something like The Dark Knight or something like that. It just sounds really cool. It sounds awesome, man.
Well said. Well said. Destiny, what's your thoughts there?
I think everybody has pretty much said what I wanted to say. I'm getting a lot of that like movie soundtrack, dealing with stuff like AIs and like futuristic, like sci-fi type of thing. And then also like, I mean, an artist like myself, I would definitely want to work with you. Like I love that. That was amazing. So I definitely need to link up with you after this because I want to hear what you got, and I need a beat pack from you or something. Like that's crazy and phenomenal that you're only 15, you said?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Good job to you, man. Keep that up. Keep it up.
Well, look at his big smile. Well, you've just made his day. Mark Story, then Biastri.
Yeah, that's great. I've got into this habit now that when I'm on the podcast and as the artists have been appearing, I've been tracking them down on YouTube, subscribing and liking. So while I was listening to that, for some reason, there was my internet, it was a bit distorted. So I just switched over to YouTube so I could hear it clearly. For a video that you said you threw it together, it's pretty bloody good. And yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, the music's really good. And you can only go higher because you're young and you're talented already. So keep it up.
Well said. Well said. Biastri, then Steve Andrews.
Yes, that was amazing. I can see how sensitive you are as a guy and how you did like the small things and how you get it like fixed together. I like the side chain. I could feel it in my body. Like I've got good headphones, which is like really cool for a side chain because sometimes it's not enough or it's too much to hear. It was like pumping, which is really cool. I definitely agree with the Asiatic movie, stuff like that, anime, but I agree as well with a lot of Spotify playlists. like when you want to chill out, when you want to do something dreamy or something, it will be perfect, like for reading, something like that, studying even.
Well
So,
said.
great job. And I would definitely want to work with you if you want. That's fine.
Thank you.
Hey, young man, you're in tonight. Steve, then Tommy, then our next guest, Sir Flexus. Steve.
I love the way that it built. You know, you get like a build up with the music, and you'd be like flowing along with that, and then it would change, and I liked how it changed. And I really liked like the visuals. You know, it just kind of fitted together. Great work.
Thank you.
Well said, well said. Tommy, and then Sir Flexus.
Well, I'm a little bit different than the rest of the folks I usually, and I'm going to continue. What I visualize is more in a practical terms of the tune, using it as a tool in this fashion. I can see it at a festival in a sound system, large one, which plays and gets the juices flowing, and then the act comes on. Yours is playing, then it fades out, and the band kicks in. I mean, that's a mood setter. It's a tool. Yay? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well said, Tommy. Well said. So, Sir Flexus, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
The soundtrack song. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a movie soundtrack song. So young guys just start out very young, pretty young. But you have a bright future, great talent. You have to just keep move on and just keep hold up your head and just keep move on for the greatest. Okay? Blessings.
Thank you.
Well said, bro. Well said. Maverick, thanks for being a marvelous guest, dude. And there's only three there's 3 acts left. Hope we can hang around for the rest of the show. And until the next time, Maverick, everybody. Maverick, yay. Well done, young man. Right, so coming up next, Sir Flexus from Jamaica. Could you introduce yourself, brother? Who is Sir Flexus, and what is the story behind your song, Pretty Gal? Yeah.
Okay. Sir Flexus, check in. I'm getting back to my right location where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Yeah. Sir Flexus, born in Jamaica, grew up in Jamaica. Do music from quite a while, from a tender age, years ago. So I've been there, a lot of recording, a lot of song release, doing a lot of stage show performance, a school tour, radio station, OB outside broadcast, name them. I'm a Sir Flexus, also an actor, where I actually used to act into a Jamaican primetime TV soap opera. It's called Royal Palm Estate. And we have done a lot of movie soundtrack for that. So we have done a lot of movie soundtrack for that soap opera also. We have done shoot for the Jamaican movie that's released and that's don't release as yet also. You know, so we have multi-talented, we have produced, we have managed, we have do road management, we are multi-talented artists, not and so I speak when I say that too. There's a lot of different musical people and over the airwave on this interview right now. And so I'm glad to say that, speak it out, that I'm a multi-talented. So Sir Flexus is known as a reggae dancehall artist from Jamaica. So if you guys who don't produce reggae dancehall and you hear my sound and like my vibe, you could hook me up and then you could give me a beat of your stuff that you produce, and I could match myself to any genre. I'm an artist who match myself, my talent with the record and to work with any genre, any feel, anything, and any feel entertainment. So my contact to locate me is I give it out over the air. I'm a businessman, so not a problem to give up my contact. So you could contact me at +1-876 325 2305. And you can get me straight. You can get me into WhatsApp. Everyone contact each other in WhatsApp now to the days very easily. So give the telephone number again. It's 1-876-325-2305. So that's Surflexers.
Yeah, brother.
You could contact Surflexers at flexersmusic@gmail.com. flexersmusic@gmail.com.
Nice one, brother.
Instagram, Surflexers. Facebook, George Surflexers Francis. But long as you got my telephone number, which I gave out, that's the main thing to get contact with me in WhatsApp. Just add me into WhatsApp and we can do work and do musical work together and do a lot of business together. Not a problem, okay?
That's some self-promotion there, Lon, lad. What's the story behind your song Pretty Gal? Why did you write that, Pretty Gal?
Excitement. I was at my home chilling, like I'm at here chilling now, yeah, man. And just like how you're running this radio station program, I'm tuning to DJ Grace in London, UK. So she's sexy, she keep whining, you know, and I call her my band naturally love Pretty Girl. From a band, I love Pretty Girl. I'm excited when I'm seeing Pretty Girl. So watching DJ Grace with that prettiness and whining in that radio show, the cycle you're in this radio show, I'm like, whoa, she's pretty, she's whining, she's sexy. So it's like she playing the beat, it's PR production. So she released some song on the beat already. So watching the program and she going to let that she give out her telephone number just as I do. So I copied that telephone number for DJ Grace and I contact her and I say, hey, I like that beat that you put out and I would like to record. And she was like, it released already. So I'm like, I don't matter. I will put up my song late. I don't matter if my song come on late. I'm enjoy your vibe or your whining, you're sexy, you know, and sweet and everything. So I want to put together a song look just like how you look and just like how you're acting in the radio program right now. So she said, all right, I send it to you and record yourself. So they come give me and mix and master it and I release it and I record that song and the rest of history. Getting a lot of airplay from all different radio station program right across all over, left, right, and center. We're preparing up, we're getting together to shoot the music video. We don't shoot the videos yet. So watching this program now, I realize everyone have a music video for their song. So I'm explaining now. We're just gonna organize to shoot that music video for Pretty Girl, right?
Nice one, brother. Without further ado, let's get acquainted with your music, dude, if you're not already. Surflexers with Pretty Gal. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
Billion rock shots, your good looks, yeah, everything you have. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Your pretty looks make every man a go crazy, girl. Your pretty looks make every man a run, come, girl. Your pretty looks give you everything you want, girl. Your pretty looks make you a rich, happy girl. Your pretty looks give you house and land, girl. Your pretty looks make you a giant fat bimmer, girl. Your pretty looks make you dip on the chart, girl. Your pretty looks make you a wifey, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Walk up in the video, cause you're pretty, girl. Wind up for your body, cause you're pretty, girl. Attitude, cause you a pretty, girl. Girl, show up, cause you a pretty, girl. Good looks, them attack, you a big girl. Good shape, yes, you a big girl. Clean skin, yes, you a big girl. Flash up your hairstyle, yes, you're a sexy girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Your pretty looks make every man a go crazy, girl. Your pretty looks make every man a run, come, girl. Your pretty looks give you everything you want, girl. Your pretty looks make you a rich, happy girl. Your pretty looks give you house and land, girl. Your pretty looks make you a jive fat me my girl. Your pretty looks make you dip on the chart, girl. Your pretty looks make you a wifey girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Walk up in the video, cause you're pretty, girl. Wind up to your body, cause you're pretty, girl. Attitude, cause you are pretty, girl. Girl, show off, cause you are pretty, girl. Good looks, them attack, you are big, girl. Good shape, yes, you are big, girl. Clean skin, yes, you are big, girl. Flash up your hairstyle, yes, you're sexy, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. Oh, you so pretty, girl. You're pretty and you're cute, girl.
Hey.
Pretty woman, pretty girls all over the world.
Let's get the compliments in for you. Destiny, then Art Crimes. Destiny, what's your thoughts there?
I like the beats. I like that a lot. It was a bouncy track and it's I'll remember it. So that I definitely have to give it up for that. I would love to see a video with it. So I look forward to checking up on you and seeing what you have that is a visual. But yes, for the most part, keep it up. Keep it up. I like it.
Well said.
Same to you. Thanks very much.
Art Crimes, then Steve Andrews.
Yeah, so basically, same thing as Destiny. The beat was really good. Wanted to dance to it, man. Really catchy. Could tell, as well as from the heart, from yourself. And also, is it normally, you said it's dancehall stuff you do normally. Is this the normal music you make, or is it like dancehall reggae that you do normally?
It's dancehall reggae, but I do every genre. So if you're producing different genre, and you want to produce me a song with me, then you would copy my contact number, telephone number, which is +1 876 325 2305.
Awesome,
okay?
man. Brilliant.
So I do every genre, and I'm also a movie actor too. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Brilliant, man. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Well said.
Thank
brother.
you.
Yes, thanks, man.
Stephen, then Story, from the green beard to the red beard. Steve.
Again, I'm going to basically echo what Destiny said and what our friend from Art Crimes Band has just said. Basically, I love the beat and the whole sound of it. It was just there, and I like that. I like that beat so much, and yeah.
Yeah, man. Took off Bass Production. DJ Grace took off Bass Production. Give thanks to her in UK, England also.
Well said. Well said. Mark, then Maverick. Mark.
Yeah, that was very upbeat and feel good. It would be impossible to kind of be sad listening to that music. Lovely delivery, and you really like that girl, didn't you? That's awesome. Well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah, check it out on iTunes and all digital platform. Yes.
We won't, brother. Well said. Maverick, then Tim.
Definitely super catchy. I still have it in my head, and I'll probably have it in my head the rest of the day. So good job.
You're a pretty gal. You're a pretty gal. Tim, then Kurt.
Yeah, that song was definitely very catchy, very hooky. Has a tremendous hook to it. And like somebody else just said, very upbeat and uplifting, kind of hard to be sad with a song like that going on. And yeah, just like Maverick said, that thing's going to be what we call in the States an earworm. It'll just be in my head all night tonight. I just know that it will. But great job. I loved it.
Yes, well done. Give thanks, blessing, thumbs up, enough love.
Well said, well said. Kurt, then Kirsty, then our next guest. Catch up, Kurt.
again, not a style I typically gravitate toward, but and a lot was already said. But I do like your voice, and I like the vocal processing. That's kind of what I was thinking about for Macy earlier. Like, you got it right on, you know, effects and reverb and special effects and reverb and all that kind of stuff. You got that right. And now I know what dance hall is, because I see it in drop down lists when I'm submitting my music, because you know, I'm looking at dance, and then there's also dance hall right below that, and I'm like, oh, what is that?
Now you know.
So yeah.
Give thanks, check in, blessings, yeah. Thumbs
Well
up.
said, well said, well said. So Kirsty, then our next guest, catcher. Kirsty.
Hey there, do you know what? The first time I heard that song, it stayed in my head. Just a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl. It's brilliant.
You are a
Awesome.
pretty girl.
You could do a track with your number in it. What's up, 072? No, I'm joking. Brilliant
that,
track,
right?
and you got a great vibe about you, very positive, and I love that. So yeah, just keep being you for sure.
Well said.
Give thanks, yeah. Check in.
Nice one. Catcher, what's your thoughts before we get to your section? Catcher, then Kurt left for this evening. Catcher?
You know, it was, like I said, it's going to be in my head for the rest of the day, if not for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
So yeah, very catchy, very bouncy. I enjoyed it. I really did.
Well said, well said. Sir Flexus, thank you, brother. Thank you for coming to the show. Till the next time, one love, brother. One love, dude. Sir
Come on,
Flexus,
no
everyone.
love. Give thanks. Thanks for inviting me to the whole team. And also, as I say again, I gave out my telephone number again to reach out to me. You want to do some musical work with Sir Flexus, just contact +1876 325 2305. You'll get straight to me in WhatsApp. Okay, so that's my digits.
You're a legend.
Okay.
Thanks very much, Sir Flexus, everyone. I'm going to speak to you about. I'm going to speak to you about a partnership for Top Talent Promotions Jamaica. So I'll see what we can do to help each other. Sir Flexus, everyone.
Pretty girl to the world.
Pretty
Pretty
girl,
girl
nice
to
one.
the world. Thumbs up. Pretty girl to the world.
So coming up second from end, we've got Catcher from New Mexico. Hi, Catcher. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Could you tell us what type of music do you do, and what's the story behind your song, West Coast Hip Hop?
Oh, wow. I'm a producer, beat maker. Recently got into doing, well, actually, I've been doing cover art since the beginning for myself. I hit all genres. In fact, I've been kicked out of genres because my beats don't match up to what the purists call it. So I made up my own genre. I call it genre fusion. It's made up of, you know, two or more styles or genres squashed into one. So, and
your song West Coast Hip Hop, what's the sort of story behind that song?
Actually, I made East Coast hip hop first. And so I figured I did it East Coast, I had to do a West Coast.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, there's really nothing behind or storytelling behind my music. It's all about the sounds, all what I hear. I find a sound that I like, be it a bass or a melody or, you know, a drum, and then I build from there. You know, it just all fits together.
Without further ado, let's get acquainted with your music. If you're not already, West Coast Hip Hop by Catcher. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's start on the top this time. We'll go Destiny Art Crimes.
Yes, that like so much of a like funk element to it. Like over here, I was like listening to it. Meanwhile, like could not stop trying to put a melody on it, trying to put a rhythm on it. Like it had me moving a lot. I'm very surprised that came out of you, to be honest with you. No, it just goes to show you just don't artists, we're so free, like you just never know what will come out of us, and then what may like attract somebody like me, and then me not thinking that you had that inside of you. That's crazy. I look forward to hearing some more of what you have. I wanted to ask you, how do you make your beats? Like what program?
I actually have multiple programs. I don't stick with just one. I work off of like 6 or 7 different DAW systems, one shots, whatever seems to work. My ears and my brain take over and the body does what, I'm a vessel.
Yeah, I could definitely tell that, because it sounds like when people come together in the street and they find like whatever's on the street to make an instrument out of it, and it still sounds, that's what I'm getting. And it sounds very, I don't know the word to use, but it sounds
try experimental.
Oh, well, then you got it for me. That's a perfect word.
Yeah,
but I love it.
Experimental.
I love that. I love the style. I'm digging that a lot. Yes.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well said, Destiny. And Catch is a very special spiritual lady as well, very connected and a very unique person. Catch, you're awesome. Art Crimes, then Steve Andrews. Art Crimes.
I really love that. It reminded me a lot of as well the drum beat and the bass sound reminded me of some Prince stuff as well from the early 90s, but also the synths reminded me of Controversy by Prince as well, and so on. So I really dig that. I really loved it. And yeah, it was a really awesome track. And also with genres, I'll quote Herbie Hancock and say, genres are for marketing executives. It's all just music at the end of the day.
That's it. It's all about the sounds.
That's it.
Well said. But I always say there's a different time of day for every genre, and personally, Steve, then Mark.
I tell you what, Ketcha, I was really impressed, and what I thought was that it could be like theme music for, maybe a TV show or a radio show, or or soundtrack music for a movie. That's what came over to me. It was that kind of instrumental music that you hear with that type of production, TV, radio, or film.
Wow, thank you. Thank you a lot. Yeah, I'm not genre bound. Unfortunately, that's why I got kicked out of genres by the purists and had to make my own.
Well said, Steve. Mark, then Sir Flexus.
Yeah, I love the fact that you think outside the genre. That is brilliant. That's how you get fresh music. If you just stick to the same formula all the time, it's not going to progress. Right. I love that. I love the way the melodies pull you in and take you out. And what's good about it as well, because it once again takes you on a journey. The music takes you on a journey. So yeah, well done, brilliant, excellent stuff. Well done.
Well said.
Tell the story.
Sir Flexus, then Maverick. Oh, you're muted. That's you.
It's beautiful lady. First of all, I must say, beautiful superstar. So when I listen to the instrument, I'm like, whoa, it's really a lady, so creative. Yeah, I'm very creative. Exactly, I'm seeing the next movie soundtrack instrument again. As the other guy said before, it's a straight movie soundtrack, some soap opera, some radio program soundtrack. It's an excellent soundtrack instrument. So it's really surprised to know there's a lady, make a beat like this. Yes, beautiful, but you have beautiful talent, great talents. Okay,
I'm always looking for lyricists.
You're going places. You're going places.
Well
You're
said,
going
Flex.
places. Okay.
You should get with Destiny.
Yeah.
Mashup.
Do you know
Collaboration.
something, Katja? That's what Kirsty said. You can see somebody rapping over your music very well. You know, it's perfect background.
I'm taking down all these contacts. I'm loving this thing.
Well, I've got all John. I mean, I've got all styles, everything from orchestrated to raw hip hop, and trance, trap, whatever you say, I've got it.
Katja's a dark horse in the family. She's going to shock a lot of people. Well said, Flexes. Maverick, Tim, then our next guest, Kurt. Maverick.
Yeah, that's another catchy one. I really like how you took like 80s or 90s to early 2000s like hip hop, took some funky leads and put them on top. I really like that combination. So good job.
Thank you.
Well said. Mr. Tim Consley, my right-hand man, brother from another mother. What's your thoughts there, dude?
Yeah, very, very catchy. I can just see me popping that song in my car stereo and just be laid back driving down the road. I still got that beat going on in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, you can dig it.
Yeah.
It's actually released out on Amazon too.
Cool.
Just came out.
Yeah, that's great. But I really did like it. I thought it was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Kirsty, do you want to say something before Kurt? Because Kurt's up next. Kirsty, quickly, you've just come in the camera.
Yeah, hey Katja.
Hey baby.
Hey there. Yeah, all your beats are very different, very unique. And every time I hear one, I can imagine artists in the family doing something over the top. Like ranging from rappers in the family to like other different genres. So yeah, you've got a real good basis for some world-class hits. So we just need to put people together and make something special, I think.
Yep, check out my latest batch. They're hitting hard.
Well, we've got the Lord on our side in this family, and that's magic is going to happen with your music for sure. Kurt, what's your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
I was like Destiny. I was like, I'm really curious to see what Katja is going to do, what kind of style she's doing. I like the groovy vibe. I like some of the sounds you're using. I like your artist name. You said you've done a lot of styles over the years. What's the primary style or styles that you're kind of focusing on now?
Honestly, I go across the board all the way. But this batch that I'm uploading now, you've got everything from piano, orchestrated, epic theme, cinematic. I've got heavy metal. I've got hip hop, raw hip hop, heavy hitting bass, rave dance club. Wow. I can't just stay in one area. I just bounce all over, and it works.
And are you doing the programming and the mixing?
I'm doing it all, baby. Right down to from creating to cover art.
Okay.
It's all me.
Good job. And how long have you been making music?
Been making it for 10 years, but actually didn't come out of my closet. Nobody ever heard anything until about 1.5 years ago, when I had a drunken 2 o'clock in the morning night, and I pressed that upload button and said, to hell with it.
And yourself.
Good for you.
Yeah, exactly. Well said, Kurt. Well said. Katja, thanks for being a wonderful guest. Katja, everyone. Until the next time, I want to talk to you about helping us in New Mexico as well. So
would love to.
Life, if you'll be talking about promotions in New Mexico, Katja, everyone. One love.
Thank you. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Coming up next and final, it's in no particular order tonight. Kurt, Mr. Inevitable, could you explain who you are? Introduce yourself, brother, and then I'll ask you about a certain song.
Okay. And again, thanks everybody for hanging in this long. I'll talk fast. I've been singing, writing, producing dance music for about 25 years. Inevitable is my second incarnation. I love and I'm influenced by uplifting higher energy trance. And I think that's the song that they're going to be playing. And as well as 80s and dance and electropop music. So I'm glad we've got some other EDMers on here. Let's see. This song should be "Let's Go Back."
Let's Go Back.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. I'm only a background vocalist on this song, but I normally am a duettist or lead vocal on my stuff. I felt like this song I wanted it to be like female driven. And so I worked with a local artist here in Nashville that I met and really kind of sculpted her voice, and she really killed it. So, but as far as the story of the song, I got this hook and kind of fleshed out the idea. It's basically this thinking about people who've been in a relationship for a while and are kind of in a rough place, and the thought that a look back to where it all started in the relationship and what you love about each other can be a help to getting everything back on track and back to where you want it to be with that significant other. And I think it's easy with dance music just to kind of focus on melody and just rush through the lyrics and schlock something out there and think, oh, well, you know, dance music's all about just, you know, the beats and a good melody. But I figure, you know, why not take a little more time? And I really like to try to craft my lyrics because it's a long time between putting out records for me. This new one that just came out in July took a little over 2 years to do. So we're really excited to have this record out. This is the first single. We've got about 4 more singles to go, and we just did our big album release concert on Sunday. So that's on our YouTube channel, just went up yesterday, I believe. And you can, if you like this song, you can download it for free if you go to our website, which I put in my little screen name here. There's a download gate that'll help you follow us on Spotify, and then it gives you the song, and we're trying to increase our Spotify followers. So I'll shut up now and let him quick play.
No, you're fantastic. And just so everyone knows, I'm going to write an article. I'm not even waiting. Tomorrow I'm going to write it, put the video, the full video in it with all your Instagrams and social medias in it. So, and I'll send it to you all tomorrow. So Kurt, you need to come on at least once a month to get all of these songs featured, because Kurt's just joined the family as an actual member. So Kurt, this shows your home now. Let's go. Inevitable. Let's go back. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. It's just the MP3. It's a WAV file actually. So the sound is great. There's no video, but it's brilliant.
Oh, there's a video. Yeah, there's a video.
Kirsty's just sent me the MP3. So can you talk for a minute and I'll go and find it then?
Yeah, sure. If you look up Inevitable, Let's Go Back on YouTube, it's the one with the people partying at like a big festival.
Cool. I can deal with that if you keep talking. I know you can talk in the chat when you go, brother.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I put it in the chat. Make sure you turn this track up really loud. The louder, the better. I was listening to it earlier. It's blooming brilliant, Kurt. I can't wait to hear everything. Did you say there's an album coming out?
Yeah, the album just came out in July. So it's 12 songs and it's available everywhere.
Nice one, nice one. Yeah, I'll put that on later. And just to let everybody know as well on this show, any track featured on the show will be added onto our Spotify playlist as well. So any previous guests that have been on or anyone in the future, we do add it onto our Spotify playlist, and encourage everyone to check each other out, you know, and listen to the playlist. It's the best playlist I've ever listened to, and it's all you guys. I pretty much know every word to every song. That's how often we listen to it, because why listen to anything else? You know, independent music is the way forward, I think.
As Kirsty says, there's many surprises. We'll be making content creation videos, all sorts of things for you for just being on the show one time. But let's go. I found the video now. It's Let's Go Back by Mr. Inevitable. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love.
Used to be so much easier, how we felt and what to say. Breathe the first I love you, affection in your gaze, and now we're drifting.
Absolutely world class, brother. Absolutely. Dynamite, dude. Everybody.
Thank you.
Let's start from the bottom this time. Let's go Be Astray, then Catcher.
Yes, it was cool. Like it made me remember exactly the 90s. And I think you know which song. And it's a mix of the 90s and now. And there is a bridge. I think about ABBA when I hear that, because like the chords progression, it really looks like from one bridge to another. ABBA used to do that. And I think we can even go like far beyond with like I don't know, violence and things like that to get it like huge, you know. And it's like it's destroying like the how you imagine the stage, techno stage, which is like very cool. I love it, and I'm sure at festivals it's gonna go beyond your hopes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's cool. You mentioned the chord progression or whatever. I'm not really a theorist, so I sing, write, produce, and engineer the vocals, and then I I send all the vocals off, all the stems, and then just, produce everything remotely. And I had 2 different programmers working on this one. And the initial one is a big time theorist. And so he probably did something complicated in there. And
Well said, well said. Catcher, then Sir Flexus. Catcher.
Very upbeat. Yeah, I could see it at the club, at a concert. Everybody getting up and just dancing and bebopping around, very lighthearted.
Absolutely brilliant, eh? Well said, well said. Mr. Jamaica, what's your thoughts of Flexus?
Check in. Yeah, excellent as usual. I'm surprised this kind of genre of music. I never get to record and those kind of beats, and these are some beats that I'm finding myself in love with. So it's like when the video just started playing, like I'm like, whoa, one of my favorites. One of my favorites when I record, when I never get to record on yet. Whoa, it's playing now. So excellent. I'm enjoying it, and as usual, it's as usual. As usual.
I'm sorry.
thank you.
Well said, brother. It's okay. Well said, man. Well said.
Okay. Blessings. Nice movie soundtrack also. Nice movie soundtrack. Yeah, I like it. So excellent. Let's keep what you're doing. Keep what you're doing, man. All right. Yeah.
Well said, dude. Well said. I missed it. Inevitable was a seasoned pro. He's been in the game for 25 years, as they say. He's probably just wanting people to hear his music more. He's a successful guy here. Tim, Maverick, then Mark Story. Tim?
Yeah, I want to speak to the lyrics of that song. Those lyrics just actually hit home without going into too much detail. I mean, I'm sort of living that time and space myself right now. And so the lyrics really stood out to me and really spoke to me. And I was moved by them.
Cool, man. Well, thank you. I try to encourage or inspire or help people have fun or whatever with my music. So thank you.
Well, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of Kurt in this show. Maverick, then Story, Maverick.
That was really powerful.
He gets it. I saw him bobbing his head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's loving it.
Do you DJ?
No, I get asked that all the time, despite my little thing up here. But no, I don't DJ. I service my stuff out, but hope some DJs are playing it.
That would be a hit. I definitely can see you performing that. Do you sound design your own leads, or
as far as the patches and stuff and the music?
Yeah.
No, I'll leave that up to the programmer. I just try to use my guy in Russia is the one I go to now when I need a trance song. So yeah, but a lot of detail work, a lot in that song. I mean, and so many challenges. I won't even get into it trying to make that song happen. But I was like, we have to finish because this is my baby.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well said, dude. Well said. Mark Story and his baby. Look at that big, beautiful dog there, huh? Hey, Mark, what's your thoughts, dude?
Oh, yeah. This is Sass.
Oh.
Dance music's one of my guilty pleasures, I've got to be honest. I just love the BPMs. They just get them endorphins going, and it's just impossible to be miserable with it. But yeah, great tune. And as Tim said, the lyrics, everyone can relate to that. So nice job, really good.
Thank you.
Well
And my
said,
dog
yeah.
liked it too.
Yeah. He came in the room, like, what's that? I'm coming down to hear, like, I get to listen. Brilliant. And yeah, that's a guard dog if ever I've seen one. Steve, and then Art Crimes in the final compliment of the night, Destiny. Steve, what's your thoughts there, brother?
My thoughts were hit quality. And I was thinking of Madonna. And I was thinking, like, if Madonna had recorded that, that would most definitely be a hit. It wasn't really a Madonna lyric, but it could have been. You know, what is a Madonna lyric? It had that sound. Hit quality.
Thank you.
Well said, Steve. Well said. Art Crimes, and then Miss Destiny.
It was a really good club track, man. Like Beastri said as well, some of the vocals and the way that the chord progression is going with the vocals was reminding me of ABBA. And like Steve said there, could picture Madonna as well and things like that. I've been fortunate enough to visit Ibiza once or twice, and I can tell you that they would love that down there anyway. They would definitely dig that. It ticked all the boxes.
Thank you. Yeah, fingers crossed that this is getting out there, you know, to these DJs. So I try to do whatever the I can't remember the name of the place, but it gets you out into the playlists or whatever. I'm trying to do all that and all the marketing and everything. So thank you.
Go for it. So
can I just say before Destiny says something? See, honestly, the largest dance act in the 90s was a band called QFX. Kirk, who is the brainchild behind that dude, he used to stay 2 doors down from Tiger Woods. I was his electrician for years before I accidentally get into this music thing. He's in the music family, and he's turboing up certain people's songs. And as I say, he used to live 2 doors down to Tiger Woods. He's got connections all over the world. So I'm going to let him hear your stuff, dude. Maybe you don't need his help, but if anybody meets Kirk, you'll be lucky to speak to him. He's a very cool guy, but he's in the family, and I'm going to let him hear that. So Destiny, final compliment of the evening. Destiny, what was your thoughts here, dear?
Yeah, I loved it. I hate going last because everybody just says everything, and I'm I definitely wanted to ask, like Maverick was asking about if you DJ'd your own stuff, because just in hearing how it sounds, I'm like, yo, this would be phenomenal to see you literally like on stage, like just bumping the track, like, and then having artists. Now that you say that that you just got an artist for this one, and I heard your vocals in the background, but I'm also thinking like, wow, if you could get an artist to do that, what could you do with like the artists that are out there already, and like, you know what I mean? So I definitely loved it. I almost wanted to say, I wish there was a video instead of the words, but then I also love the fact that there's the words there, because it brings so much more meaning to the lyrics in this and in the song. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something about you seeing it right there where it's just like, okay, and then you climb into the beat with it. So I enjoyed it a lot. Another song I will be subscribing and checking out. So yes, definitely.
Well said, Destiny.
Thank you. And I was going to say, yeah, I totally agree. I would love to do a thing where, you know, I'm just playing the track or something, and then having the vocalists come out and sing. Like I saw a Gareth Emery video, and he doesn't sing, but he has, you know, featured singers or whatever. And it was super cool because it was this killer dance track called Saving Light. I'll type it in the thing in a second, but look this up because there's a live video, I think, of that song where he's playing the music, and he has Haleen, who is the featured artist on that. She comes in and sings that live to like a whole dance floor of people or whatever, a whole like concert hall of people, and just kills it.
Like that kind of vibe. I like that. I really like that a lot. Sorry.
I think this has been the best show. Yeah, this is episode 22 of the 1010 podcast. It's been the longest one. I think there's been the most chemistry made here. Kurt, thanks for being a great guest. Love all the new people to bits already. I hope you want to come and, you know, check out with the Top Talent Promotions Radio Media Podcast Network. It was myself and Kirsty, but now we're getting people all around the world to truly help you as well. If you join our family, Tim will be promoting you, Story will be promoting you, Steve Andrews will be promoting you, many other people in the family will instantly start to promote you. So please have a think about joining us, all of you, because we're doing something very, very special here. Do you know what I mean? So, Mr. Inevitable, first of all, he's a most recent member. Thanks for being a marvelous guest, dude. Thanks to everybody for coming. Young Maverick, Destiny, too many names to say them all. Beastro returning, Katja, everybody, thank yous for coming. I'm going to stop the Facebook now. Not that I care about Facebook, but bye-bye Facebook. And then I like to stop the main recording with the peace sign, because we all want world peace in the world, don't we? If you know how to do the peace sign, let's do it. One love, ladies and gentlemen, one love.